up with. Just to pray to God forgiveness for me. It was nothing personal. When I got on, I paid him back and told him it was ugly. I asked forgiveness like 100 times. Then be asking for permission line. Cause of who I be and check out how a partner who don't eat no pork at dinner time. But let you act like you gon' ever hurt or injure mine. He have your woman, and that's by dinner time. I keep my eyes on glory till the devil get behind. Now bear in mind the devil made me offers I decline. We not aligned, not combined, I am not confined to any wicked system that these demons have designed. They frame a mind and have you salty as a bacon rind. I'm trying to mastermind how to help out humankind. I'm open mind, but I do not walk with none aligned. My state of mind is to keep a peace for peace of mind. Unlike Malcolm with my peace at the Venetian blinds. I'm trying to manifest some things in my subconscious mind that I have only seen in dreams in my unconscious mind. My dreams unrefined, spring to mind, a state of mind that make it seem this lucky life of mine is pre-designed. And if it is, then thank the Lord, cause that's the mastermind. Yes, Lord. Yes,
Lord. Today, from MetLife Stadium in New Jersey, it's week.
Charles and I have been looking forward to this one all week, and we are underway from MetLife Stadium. Taking it about the 1. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Giants ready to go to work on offense, and leading them out, their third-year quarterback from Duke, Daniel Jones.
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers?
1 touchdown, 1 pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, and that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe leans on a few other parts of the offense, and hopefully springs a receiver or two free.
Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. He'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30. Third play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Now Jones. And it's a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete. On 4th down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. A 45-yard punt, 4 there on the return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Here comes this Dallas offense led by Dak Prescott in his 6th season now as the Cowboy quarterback.
You remember last year he got off to an incredible start. Threw for over 450 yards in 3 straight weeks, including 502 against the Cleveland Browns in week 4. It's a single-game record. Then came his injury in week 5 that pretty well derailed the Cowboys.
Way forward to about the 32. The numbers for Zeke from last week. 2 trips to the end zone and well past 100 yards.
And going back and watching the film, we saw every kind of run from him, didn't we? We saw some power, we saw finesse, we saw speed, and what I love the most, he finished each and every run.
Elliott going to get it again on 2nd down. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Well, these two teams, you might remember, met earlier in the year in Arlington with the Cowboys winning that ball game. So they are looking for the sweep here at MetLife. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. To throw is Prescott. Throw left side complete. That's Elliott. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Here's Prescott. That'll be taken in there by James Washington. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. Here's Prescott. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down. Play fake. Here's Prescott. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And that ball incomplete. He couldn't work free from his defender, and now it's 3rd down.
In this situation, it's really tough to figure out how to defend because they have plenty of room to still take deep shots at the end zone as they just did there. Yet at the same time, you've got to be ready for the short throw. In this case, when you see the cue that they're going for the end zone, retreat and make sure you have a way to play forward, back towards the receiver, and have a chance to bat the ball away as they did there.
Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. From the red zone now, Prescott. And this one quickly to Lamb. And the Cowboys are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, that has to be pinpoint here.
I was going to ask you about that. Field shrinks, has to be sharper, but it's been a good opening drive so far. Now
they just want to see if they can cap it off with the bell ringer and put it in the end zone.
And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky.
This defense is holding strong, but they're going to need one more stop, maybe 2 more stops. And where the ball is on the field, the offensive playbook remains wide open. They've got to be alert for anything.
From back at the 2, here's 3rd and goal. Looking to throw. Prescott. And his ball is caught by Lamb. Touchdown, Dallas. CeeDee Lamb. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys have taken the early lead. Well, you've got to like that start on both sides of the football. You force the 3 and out, and then you score on your first drive.
Well, I know someone who doesn't like that start.
Well, yeah, the other side.
Yeah, they don't like that at all, right? This is not the way it's supposed to be. But what you just described, that's team football. All right, when you get a 3 and out, you're supposed to take advantage of it on the offensive side of the ball. You say, thank you very much for getting us the rock. Let's put it in the end zone, and they did exactly that.
set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. As the Giants head back out there, let's take a look at the playoff picture in the NFC. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. This, the second meeting of these two teams. You might recall they met back in Week 5. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Jones, and brought in by the tight end Cook. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. They'll try to run for it with Barkley.
And we tend to give those running backs that are slashers a lot of credit, but how about guys who are maulers? Because that's what you want in short yardage situations, and we just saw that occur right there, didn't we?
Vertical, downhill running. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Throwing, Jones. That's complete to Slayton. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. So they give up the completion there. But defensively, Charles, you're going up against a quarterback here who's had some moments, but really a lot of ups and downs in the early part of his career. What's the plan against a guy like this?
Well, you want to rattle him first and foremost. Bring some people at him, a couple extra guys in the pocket, see if he can handle it. The second thing, you want to make him think. Show him one look, go to another, disguise a few things, make him throw into what you call your defensive traps, and try to make some good plays on the ball and get a few takeaways.
And he will have a Giants first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2. On EA Sports. Two first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Jones. He dumps it off to Barkley. And he is down at the 48. A pickup of 4 that started at one 48-yard line and ended at the other. To throw again on 2nd down. Jones, he'll get this one to Galladay. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Jones now from the gun on 3rd down. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there. And now 4th down. And here's Gillen on now to punt as he gets this one away. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. Cowboy offense heading out. Let's take a look at the playoff picture coming into the weekend in the NFC. And as we take a look at the playoff picture, certainly still a lot of jostling to go in these final few weeks. For the moment, they would be a wild card team, far from locked up, but that's why this is exciting. These last few weeks, a lot to play for.
So much to play for, and remember, 7 teams in each conference go to the playoffs instead of 6. And not to mention, remember when the league made that move a few seasons ago to put divisional games at the end of the year? So you get to week 16 and 17, you're playing for playoff spots, and you're playing divisional games. Couldn't be more exciting than that.
A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Elliott. He juked him. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll try to throw now. Prescott. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
Well, so much for bluffing the defensive line into thinking that they were going to be able to get to the quarterback. Instead, they sniffed out the screen pass and made a really nice play for lost yardage.
Cowboys on 3rd down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A big play there on the catch and run.
That turned into a very well orchestrated play right there. Going to work his way out of the backfield to the right. And after he looked it in, he found plenty of space to roam and picked up big yardage.
So the drive takes him into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 41. Prescott from the gun. They're looking for Lamb, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it's a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
In possession, switching back to the New York Giants. You know, Charles, season winding down, time to maybe look ahead to the offseason. What do you see these guys going after either in the draft or free agency?
Well, with the season that they're having, just about every position is up for grabs right now. No one is really safe, but the focal point's always the quarterback position. And he may be auditioning to try and stay with his own current team. I think he's auditioning for the rest of the league to try and find a spot because I think this team is looking for a new quarterback.
On 2nd and 9, Jones. That'll be complete to Cook. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. From the gun, Jones. This one goes out wide for Barkley. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. At that time, they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Jones. He's got Slayton on the slant. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And this is Cook with the grab. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Again, he'll drop to throw. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Lewis. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line. They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. Pretty move. And shutting him off now open field. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for them. Show them that you're supposed to get the football.
Minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And that'll be incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Prescott swinging this out for Pollard. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. Prescott looks to throw on first. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. They'll throw again. Prescott over the middle and into the hands of his receiver Landry. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So give him the yardage on the completion and also tack on 15 more.
If you get that hand up there, you've got to let go immediately or just not close the hand at all. He didn't, gave it a tug, and that was easy for the officials to see.
Prescott on 1st down. Wide open receiver complete. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
Throwing, Prescott. Buying time to his left. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. Good yardage on 1st down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal? Prescott now. And this ball is caught by Lamb. Touchdown, Dallas. 2 first-half touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Nagar now for the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. So the drive there took 6 plays, and it's capped off with a Cowboys touchdown. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. And as this offense makes their way back out, NFC playoff race time, we give you a look at what's going on there. And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. From the 27, Jones. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. On third down, Barkley. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. The Cowboys signal for their third and final timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. Fielded at the 33. Sheds him off at the 45. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. First down, Prescott. Hit from behind, and he's going to be driven down. Azeez Ojulari in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. They don't want to repeat a first down. They'll keep it on the ground. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Cowboys out on top. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, time for a sprint to the finish, as it's time to get you caught up with what's happening around the NFL here in a pivotal Week 15. We'll start up at Highmark Stadium, just outside of Buffalo. And those two are tied up as they play the second quarter. We'll stay in the NFC North as we head over to the Motor City to check on the Lions at home in Detroit. And you can see they lead the visiting Arizona Cardinals at halftime. 2 touchdown passes there for Jared Goff. Lastly, let's get to Pittsburgh. Check on the Steelers at home at Heinz Field. And that game is tied as they take on the visiting Tennessee Titans. In the game you're watching, you've seen a strong first half out of Dak Prescott. His guys have a 2-touchdown lead as we hand it back over to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3. And we will not see a return to start the half as this will be a touchback. Out comes CeeDee Lamb and the rest of the Dallas offense. And his 2 touchdowns, a big reason they're winning right now.
So meaningful when you score and it's got your team out there in front. Changes the complexion of everything you're doing. It's one thing to score them, garbage time, but these count. This is a big deal, and he's making those types of plays, and I think they'll keep finding ways to get it to him.
I was just going to say probably going to go back to him. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
They go back to Pollard on second down. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31. Prescott to throw it. He finds his man, complete. That's Lamb. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's Pollard again. And he's going to get this pretty close to the first down marker at the Giants' 42. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or two short here with third down coming up.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
59 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
So they'll come up first. One tackle, but then quickly brought down, but a nice little gain. Here's second and a yard. Off the play fake, Prescott. That's going to be caught. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2.
And as a quarterback, you always want to exploit gaps in the defense, and he finds one here. Crossing route, working from right to left across the field. And once you get defenders going in the wrong direction, it is awfully hard for them to pivot back, and you end up getting the first down.
Pollard, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Tony Pollard, his second touchdown on the season. And the Cowboys take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
An extra point by Nagar is up and good. And it's now 21-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taken at the goal line. That one hit and a loose football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. Then he will bring it back to about the 11-yard line. So problems compounding themselves here on the return. They just give up the touchdown, and now they lose the football.
Yeah, partner, things are starting to unravel a little bit for them right in front of our eyes. They're going to be looking for some answers, and quickly.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Now Prescott. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up second down. On second down, it's Pollard. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Touchdown! 3 touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys will extend their lead.
For good reason, quarterbacks want to get the ball to the perimeter to their wide receivers for big plays. But in this situation, it felt like, based on coverage, he knew that he wanted his tight end to have the football, and for good reason.
Nagar now for the point after. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it culminates in a Dallas touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a first-and-goal situation. Breida. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. They've been in the red zone 3 times in this game and have not scored a single point. Can they break through here on 2nd and goal? He'll try again. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Matt Breida, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Giants are able to draw a bit closer.
Could not block that one any better. Everyone was accounted for, and a great surge by the offensive line.
Graham Gano on for the extra point. He's got it to bring it back to 28-7 now. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And it was Matt Breida who had the touchdown run to put an end to it. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Cowboys about set to take over on offense. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. So the drive's going to start with Pollard. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 83 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. He's turning in a pretty impressive performance running the football and a big reason why they have this nice lead.
And in days gone by, we would clip this out and put it up on the refrigerator, wouldn't we? Clip out the box score. Nowadays, not too many newspapers out there. Maybe you screenshot it online.
They'll run with Pollard. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going. And then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
So the drive takes him into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4, 2nd and 6.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And quickly to the outside, that's caught by Lamb. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down. Now Prescott. Over the middle, complete. It's Schultz. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 18. to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. And again, it's Prescott. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. Pollard going to try the right side. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've been automatic. How about 8 for 8 in the game thus far? This will be 3rd and 15. Going to run again here with Pollard. And he'll only get this to the 17, well shy of what he needed. That'll be good for 6, but now it's 4th down. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, it makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
And forthcoming, a field goal try for the Cowboys. From the right hash, just a 34-yard attempt. Nagar's kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game is played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Looking to throw. Jones. They'll set up a screen for Breida. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's 3rd down. From the gun, Jones. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Cook. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. They run for it with Breida. And down he goes, but the stiff arm utilized effectively there. And it helps him move the sticks. Jones on 1st and 10. Going right. This to the other side of midfield before going out.
Decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Back to throw. Jones. He'll get this into the hands of Breida. Not much there, only a yard. Now it's 2nd and 9. Looking to throw. Jones. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. So it'll be a loss on the play of 12 yards, and they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
Well, that play really didn't fool them. They completed the screen pass, but for lost yardage, a really nice play by the defense.
The Giants on 3rd down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and forever. They'll look to throw again. He finds his man Johnson. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. Did they maybe play that too safely on 3rd down? I know you don't want to just throw a ball blindly downfield, but that didn't help them a whole lot.
I think they probably said if it's open, take the shot. If not, get something safe because we do have 4th down to try and pick it up.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. Now, they've clearly made a conscious decision here to be more aggressive in the late stages of this game here in the second half.
And I get it. In this situation, you know, if you want to be aggressive out near midfield, you feel good about your defense maybe, or just, hey, I thought I had a proper play call. But how about the guys that just stopped them? How good do they feel right now? Hey, you want to go for it here? We shut you down? They're over on the bench right now feeling great.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. And even 100 yards rushing for him now, as he has been tremendous all day long.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. A run for Pollard. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. On 2nd down, Pollard. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. They'll run on 1st down. Pollard. And he's able to work free for about 6 down to the 18. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Five in the secondary now for the Giants here on 3rd. Back to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he will have a Cowboys 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another 1st down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. So that'll back him up 5. The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. It'll be a handoff to Pollard, and he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. 2nd and 12. They'll keep it on the ground. Pollard. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. And it was their defense that really paved the way to this victory as they allowed the 1 touchdown, and that was all she wrote.
Almost want to do the defense chant right now, right? Defense with a couple of claps in there, but no one wants to hear that from me. Let's just talk about how they got it done, though. When you take care of every aspect of the game, shut down the run, control the airways, right? Make sure the quarterback is harassed. This type of performance you get. They can't fashion together any offense, no consistency, and they just took control.
So for Dallas, the final 3 weeks are going to tell the story as they move to 9-5 on the year. And they will head home for next week's contest. That is against Washington. Meanwhile, for the Giants, they drop their 10th game now to fall to 4-10. And they'll look to get back in the winning column next week as they head to Philly to face off with the Eagles. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.